Hello everyone, this is Max. You're watching Equity Match Online live pitch event. Today we have three great founders coming from Canada, US and Europe, Germany. Before starting, if you want to raise any question, please do it and we direct them to our founders for answering. You can, as you can see right now, we are streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn and Facebook, and shortly we start streaming also on Twitter. If you want to come to pitch, even just send an email to pitch@equitymatch.co, and we are absolutely pleased to welcome you. Now, before introducing our founders, let me introduce our investor guest. Harris, how's it going today?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me, Max.
Thanks to you for coming. I'm good. Thank you. So, Harris, if you want to give a short intro to the audience before we move to our founders, thank you.
Sure. Thank you again. So my name is Erez. I'm from In Capital Ventures. We are a Toronto-based venture capital with offices in Tel Aviv as well. We invest in startup companies in software technology in Series A and B, typically with some seed investments as well. And my background is started from technology. In my career, I worked for tech companies. Then I spent also about 10 years as an entrepreneur. I had my own companies in the space of e-commerce and also business intelligence for brick and mortar businesses. And I'm already 3 years in Capital Ventures. And that's in short. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Ernest. Thank you so much for coming. I moved to our first founder, Peter. Peter Hattingh, CEO of yappyBuy, Bavaria, Germany, e-commerce, fintech, AI. Pre-seed around 1 million euros. How's it going, Peter?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Max. Thanks for presenting us with this wonderful opportunity. And I'm really happy to meet Erez from Tel Aviv. Shalom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Peter, please give an introduction to yourself, and after, don't wait for me, you can go straight to pitch. Thank you.
All right. My name is Peter, and I'm the CEO of yappyBuy. I'm originally from South Africa, but now reside happily in Germany. In 2008, I started my own e-commerce agency after a successful and long corporate career. We have since then built many online stores for customers around the world, and it's laid the foundation for our new exciting tech startup. I'd like to introduce to you yappyBuy today and allow me to show you the huge opportunity that AI and e-commerce presents. Let me start with the team. I am the tech visionary, and I'm also very focused on sales and finance. I have a deep understanding of
Max, there's a bit of a technical issue. Shall we move on to the next founder?
Okay, Peter, I think we had some problem with it. I don't know, I was not sure if it was on my side, but actually we have a problem. Please, Calindo, if you can fix the problem with Peter, meanwhile we are moving to a second founder, and after we can bring Peter back. Marsalis Beckford, co-founder and CEO of NuMe, Levis, Canada, health tech and AI, pre-seed around $500,000 in USD. How's it going, Mars? I hope we don't have the same problem with you. I'm very sure we won't. So you will be the first one, and after we move back to Peter as soon as we fix the problem with the audio. Please, if you want to give a short intro yourself, and after go straight to pitch. Don't wait for me.
Sure. So hey, everyone. Thanks for having me here today. I'm very excited to discuss my startup, NuMe. My name is Marsalis Beckford. I'm co-founder and CEO of NuMe, and I'm currently working as a senior consultant for the government of Canada. I also have over 10 years of experience in project management experience. My passions are sports and wellness. I'm a former soccer player and powerlifter, and I would love to introduce NuMe to you today. So NuMe is a premium AI app that is your companion during the hair transplant journey. This app will create a new industry standard for customer care and the first hair restoration ecosystem in the world. So here are some of my photos of my own journey. An app like NuMe could have given me much needed reassurance during each stage. I'm truly passionate about this app because I want to help people that are going through the same experience as me, and the doctors who perform these difficult surgeries. I want to support them as well. The current industry is tough for both clients and clinics. Clients are searching the internet for advice due to late responses and an absence of elite customer care from their clinics. This creates low confidence and a lack of reassurance during their hair transplant journey. For doctors and clinics, they're overwhelmed with time-consuming, repetitive administrative tasks, which takes time away from performing more surgeries and providing elite customer care. NuMe will disrupt and elevate the hair transplant industry by providing bespoke service for clients with the most advanced AI and machine learning technology. This will result in timely medical advice, realistic expectations, and a better support system for clients going through their journey. With our AI, clients will have their level of hair loss analyzed quickly and receive a photo roadmap of their expected results. Doctors and clinics will benefit from streamlining of tasks and AI assistance for enhancing their clients' customer care. Our advanced medical report will let them know right away if a client is a good hair transplant candidate. This will lead to efficient and quick client consultations, resulting in better overall client satisfaction and lead to more revenue. NuMe will save clinics upwards of 4 hours of daily administrative tasks and upwards up to $140,000 a year in expenses. By 2028, the total industry will save up to $70 million by using NuMe. So here are a few screenshots of our MVP. On the business portal, doctors and clinics will receive a pre-op medical profiles and AI analyze photos of the client's current stage of hair loss. On the client portal, NuMe guides clients through their hair restoration journey with quick pre-screening medical questions, photo analysis of their current stage of hair loss, plus tailored advice at each stage. In terms of competition, there's not much on the market. NuMe is the first end-to-end app for the hair transplant industry for clients and clinics. Other competitors are using AI for calculating hair costs or creating some photos to re-image their hairline. We will start with a B2B model, working with clinics to streamline the consultation process and improve their efforts in customer care for pre- and post-op services. Our MVP and trial stage, after the MVP and trial stage, we will incorporate a B2C model, which will be open to everyone that wants to go for a hair transplant. The current market is valued at $9.6 billion today and will grow over to $30 billion by 2030. In year 5, with the full NuMe app, we are aiming to partner with 500 clinics and support over 90,000 clients. This will bring an expected revenue of $20 million. NuMe is a promising solution in a growing market with tremendous opportunity. In the US alone, there's over 5,000 hair transplant clinics. So you can imagine if half of those clinics are using NuMe, what the return on investment would be. The industry and even medical tourism will be positively impacted with NuMe. Our team includes a finance and innovation expert, an AI machine learning expert, and a top-tier hair transplant doctor. We have a wait list of over 10 clinics ready to use our app. Our team is very excited to bring this app to the market, providing the necessary care for clients and support for doctors and clinics. Today, we're asking for $500,000 to build a full NuMe app, to launch and to grow NuMe in all hair transplant markets. We look forward to working with you soon on this incredible app. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Mars. I leave you to Harris.
Thank you, Mars.
Yes.
Very good presentation. So I want to ask you first about what you have today. So you have an app already working today, or it's just like a more of a mock-up or vision? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, so for now we have a clickable prototype to kind of show what it would look like going through the flow of things. So we are developing the MVP right now. Everything's being bootstrapped. So that's why we're asking for funds to complete this app bring it up to speed and bring it to the market quickly.
Sure. And another question is about the problem, okay, the need, the market, because I know some people, and I know usually in this business that is more of a word of mouth, or you're asking friends that they've been doing or been going through this procedure. So how do you overcome this? Because it requires a lot of trust. So when it's something personal, how do you overcome this barrier?
This barrier is, it's we want to partner with the best doctors and best clinics around the globe. Currently, like I mentioned, on our team, we have one of the top hair transplant doctors who's been instrumental in this building of this app. And he's connected to over 400 plus hair transplant doctors around the world. So having somebody like that on our team to obviously build trust within the industry and within those clinics, I think that's going to help a lot of people at ease, getting the information that they need. Right now, a lot of people are going to Reddit, Quora, different social media to get advice from strangers. And we want to build an ecosystem where people can come to NuMe and get great medical advice and the support they need, and not just from random strangers online.
I agree. It looks like it's very it's a green field, and it's very interesting also that you have someone in the team that is connected. It's going to be make your go-to market easier, not easy, but say more efficient. And a question I have is, why did you choose to go B2B first and not B2C? Because usually, again, based on my experience, you go B2C in order to feel the consumer, to understand more what they need, to see how is their engagement, to get more of this. And then with these insights, you go to businesses and try to go B2B or B2B2C, or how we call it. If you can elaborate more on this decision.
Yeah, so to go to B2B, the decision was to go that way because clinics already have a big database of clients already. So to build the AI, obviously we need that amount of photos to generate the prospect of building out the roadmap for clients, their predictions, the results that are needed to build a great app. So we want to deal with the clinics first, and to build that trust. To go B2C, I think there needs to be enough clinics on board where people understand, well, we have the top clinics that are a part of NuMe, so it just makes sense to go with them and go to the B2C model. But we feel that B2B is the way to go, and obviously having an app within the industry that all the clinics are using, that's our dream. We don't want to just come out of left field and people are combating with us already. We want to be in partnership with the clinics, so to build that trust and gain the clients that way.
Okay, just as far as the fundraising, my 2 cents is not to go for a super fancy app that will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, starting with something that works, that that do what you need to do, and try to go to market, like meet the market as soon as you can with the minimal investment. Because app, you can always make it better and reshape it and add more feature. Just go with the basic with less than 500,000 for sure, and spend more time thinking about the go-to market, because you have very good start with someone in the team with all these connections. So probably you go for the low-hanging fruits at the beginning, and then but try to put some plan for a go-to market besides this. I think this is it's going to make the change for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eret. Thanks, Mars.
I appreciate
So,
it. Thank you.
I'm moving back to Peter. Hopefully,
Understanding.
Here we are. I think we have problem today with this. Okay, I'm moving to our third founder. Meanwhile, we still keep try to fix the problem with Peter with the audio. William Schmahl, founder of HousMthr, headquarters New York, US, travel tech, pre-seed 2 million in USD. How's it going, Will?
It's going well, thank you. And thank you
Thank
for
you so much for
having me
coming.
here today. Just give you guys a
Pleasure.
little bit background about myself. I'm a repeat founder. I currently in the process of selling with my co-founder our first startup, as well as building our third startup, which is HousMthr, which came from originally our needs as travelers and also as super hosts of Airbnbs and what we realized was needed in market for travel tech. HousMthr, your co-pilot for seamless on-trip execution for travel and stays. We all love to travel, and there's always one planner in every family and friend group. For me, I'm the organizer and planner within my friends and family, as well as I'm a super host, and I've directly faced the challenges that people have while on trip. You book your reservation, and you're basically utilizing tools, many of them, some even spreadsheets, to facilitate your needs. And my experience, I realized after managing a house of 14 people every summer for 12 years, made me realize that other people must have these issues. And what happens is that you have all these tools for pre-trip planning, but there's no tools for on-trip execution and for the needs that come up. As we all know, when we travel, it could be a little slight thing that could happen that could set a snowball effect of while you're traveling to ruin your trip, your vacation. And sometimes it's even caused by the people you're traveling with, which are your friends or loved ones. Many studies have been made, and TripAdvisor even reports that 33% of travelers experience mid-trip changes that are not even trip related, that cause for unpleasant situations and even for some relationships to end after the trip. Currently today, the travel tech market, which is very competitive and very, very many companies, but 91% of travel tech is focused on operators and actual transactions pre-trip. Only 3% is actually for on-trip, which actually focuses on travelers without being charged or having transactions or trying to get you to do something that's actually not caring about your trip. So our solution is a single equipped smart app that is comprehensive for on-trip needs, offering risk and reward mitigation through a suite of tools empowered by AI and machine learning to prompt you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and reward you also based on data that we collect from the past and also currently that we get from APIs that are currently out in market. My co-founders and I have worked together for over 17 years at multiple companies, some large like AOL and Verizon to small startups, and some that I mentioned earlier before. We all come from a monetization, development, technology backgrounds from various ventures, including having an IPO, which is happening next week from one of our the ventures that we sat on a C-suite of that founding team. So we're trying to address the challenges that we face as travelers and also that we saw as superhosts. And we're trying to do this for guests and travelers across the globe. So it's a huge market. And no, we're not going after Airbnb, Expedia, and Booking.com, but we see every traveler that books with them as using our tool as their guest app for when they're on trip, taking care of their needs that they have. So our business model right out of the gate is a freemium with a advertising model, and then later on adding different trip type subscriptions. And then we have other post launch revenue lines that are tied to e-commerce, retail products, and also collaboration across the vacation industry for packages and tours, which is pretty standard. But the way we look at it is we're doing it through personalization of the data that is in profiles of users, so that if they have a change in their plan, we could automatically give them something else to do that is tied to their preferences. So our forecast for our growth can be quite substantial, and because our path to actually adoption is focusing on the planner in each group, which then invites each person that's part of their traveling party, which is a quick adoption model. So currently right now we have over 600 users on our wait list, and we're actually launching on Monday. And we have formed some strategic partnerships, which should secure some revenue lines additional to our current execution strategy. We're raising $2 million at an $8 million valuation, and that money will go towards product marketing and operations. And we see this to give us a 18-month runway. And our go-to-market is launching on Monday, deploying our digital marketing strategy across the influencer partnerships and focusing on our continuation of product refinement. Thank you. Please reach out if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Will. I leave you with Ares. I'm sure has many questions to ask.
Thank you, Will. Very interesting, very impressive team. And I wanted to ask you first about you said that you raised money already?
So we raised 150 friends and family. We also put in $40,000 of founders, and now we're raising $2 million.
Okay, with that money you built the app. That's the
so the 150 went towards the app build, and then 40 was just for covering basic expenses, back office. Yeah.
Okay, and regarding the traction so far, so that you're in with there are two partnerships landed.
We have a partnership with a gaming company, which is actually going to be one of our revenue lines to do dedicated games, which they're going to build for when you have downtime during trips for specific demographics like kids that are with families. And then we also have a partnership with a ticketing company that does unique ticketing across events tied to trips. So, and those partnerships actually came to us, and it was a great, connection that we made. Those are the two partnerships there, as well as we're working on right now, just partnering with the booking platforms to be their, app for their guests.
Okay. My question, the first one regarding the first question about the product is also about the market. I see that, I'm not sure if it's recently happened, but Airbnb and other platforms style Airbnb, they started offering some stuff like things to do while you're in, like on trip, how you call it, on trip experiences, exactly. I think they call it experiences. And how do you differentiate your product or platform versus theirs? What's the
Sure. I mean, this is a perfect example. So they're still pushing the transactional side offering to travelers. We're focused on taking care of changes, mitigation of risk. Yes, that does include offering them things like experience. So that's why it would be a great combination. If they're taking hosts, right, Airbnb, and turning them into experiences and offering that as an upsell, that can be plugged into us. But we're focused on basically the execution of what happens on trip. You start first in our app as the planner, and you build where you put in where you're staying, right? And you add your guest or who's accompanying you on this trip. And then from there, you have everything from communication to a shared calendar. So that suite of tools is like a core basis of taking care of everything on trip, which is a very different thing than what Airbnb is going down with experiences. It's still a great in parallel, collaboration that could have for us.
Okay. And another question, did you make any kind of a user interview or feedback, friends and family use it, someone that really used it and
so we had first built a prototype, which ran for a summer with 3 different houses out in New York on the beach. Those users gave us that feedback. That's actually what came back into product for us to then build what we're launching on Monday. So we did that initial test. We also then interviewed over 1,000 owners, property managers, property firms, Airbnb hosts to get their feedback, which was very, very well received, and that they would love to just give this out to their guests as an additive to to them being their host. So that's a win for us from cost of acquisition on the client side. And we have interviewed over I think it's 800 and something actual travelers. But the 600 that we have on the wait list, those are planners. So, starting Monday, those planners are going to have trips that actually has a multiplier. That's why we're focused on that planner in every friend or family group, because it's a quicker adoption model for us versus every single traveler.
Yeah, I agree with you. You're getting into a space that is not crowded yet. Like everybody's more focusing on the planning trip, and this is very interesting. How do you monetize it? Is it going to be like revenue share with providers, or what's the?
Yeah, so the great thing about my co-founders and I is that that's been our whole career, is monetization of platforms across tech in multiple industries. So we have obviously an advertising model, a sponsorship model. We have a e-commerce play, which will basically drop, say, fashion drops to groups based on needs of products prior to trips. So say if you have a group going to the shore somewhere, we could tell them what the latest fashion from local designers is. Would they like to purchase something? Would they like to buy, a group, matching hats or something for whatever they're going to? Because all this is part of the on-trip execution where they share things, that are in the calendar. We're optimizing that for our monetization. That's how we're utilizing, machine learning to actually be able to do that, and actually, do e-commerce drops, even products, knowing when you're in a foreign country, where to get something,
Okay, that's I think this is very interesting. And what about the go-to-market? You're going to go directly to the like the host and the Airbnb, hotels, chains. What's the plan?
Yeah, so initially our go-to-market is we're launching globally, but our focus on marketing dollars is on specific East Coast US beach towns that we've already cultivated those users, just to get that data first in there. From there, we're slowly going to span out and then incorporate some B2C. The goal is to go B2C to B2B later on, as either white label or, just partnerships. But we want to be able to facilitate that growth through, we set up influencer marketers and influencers that we're going to be marketing through for each different demographic, as well as this spans even colleges and universities that use this for dorms, frat houses, or sororities, right? As well as you have music festivals, it goes beyond just travel and stay. It goes into then events and different types of, experiences that you share with your friends and family.
Okay. Just because I'm an entrepreneur as well, and my mind is keeps spinning all the time as you talk. I'm just thinking about because it's going to be so. You're going to have a challenge, of course, to acquire to make the customer acquisition, which you have experience, and I'm sure you're going to figure this out, and then to keep them, to retain the users as well, and to make them keep using it. So it's another challenge by itself. I just thought about again, it's not your business because it's related to a different business, but just thinking about services or things that can
so we are planning on having a community side of the platform, which would enable for the vacation dreaming, I guess you'd say, and sharing that, as well as just having key, this was kind of influencers be able to drop, the latest, places to travel and create a wish list. So that is planned, yes.
Yeah. So just another point to think of, because you're dealing with some trying to cover an unexpected stuff that during the trip. Maybe think to integrate somehow travel insurance or things of that nature that can be very helpful and maybe can hook the users into your platform. Just thinking about, you know, something that maybe can help you, or as a revenue stream, as a retention point. And it's very related. Again, it's not part of the business, but just
No, it's very interesting.
What crossed my mind, and I said maybe you'll find it with a good fit. But other than this, looks great. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. Will. So we try to bring back Peter. I hope this time we go right. I would be very sad. Peter, can you talk to me?
Hi, Max. I hope you can all hear me.
It looks good now.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm very happy.
Okay. Oh, great.
I'm very happy to be back. So, you know what? Start pitching again and we get crossed.
Okay. Let me jump into my pitch. There we go. I see it. Right. I'd like to start by introducing my team. I am the tech visionary and have comprehensive experience in e-commerce. My primary focus, though, is on sales and finance. Jeroen is our tech wizard, and he has a deep understanding of fintech. And Anke is our digital marketing expert and knows exactly how to get the right message in front of the right customers. We also have 6 team development members, and we are backed by 10 angel investors. Let's start with the problem. Online merchants invest huge sums to drive traffic to their stores, but a mere 2% of visitors actually convert, resulting in billions of potential revenues which are lost. We analyzed over 1 million online user comments, and here are the facts. Fact number 1, most stores are not optimized for conversion. Fact number 2, shoppers are more inclined to abandon than buy. And fact number 3, existing tools only partly fix the issues. That's why we have built a fully integrated AI-powered SaaS platform to, first of all, maximize conversion, secondly, minimize abandonment, and thirdly, enhance personalization. The result is delighted shoppers and boosted sales. Let's start off with conversion. Our product is called Easy Checkout, and it boosts conversion by 20%. Checkout is a critical part of the shopping journey. If people come to checkout, they have intent to purchase. However, if they abandon at this point, it's disastrous. With our product, merchants can easily manage checkout with a plug-and-play solution, and shoppers have a great experience and can buy with one click, just like on Amazon. It's Amazon for every store. Secondly, abandonment. Easy AI prevents checkout abandonment by deploying exit intent messaging at the right points and delighting customers with recommended products to, in fact, also grow sales in checkout. And thirdly, to provide AI support with intelligent chat to answer all service and support related questions. It's the first personalized checkout supercharged with AI by IBM Watson X. And thirdly, let's get personal. What if everyone can just have their own personal online shopping mall? Imagine going to a storefront and you find the right products and you see exactly what you're looking for, with that store knowing what it needs to show you. All managed in your personalized shopping account where you decide what you want to see. And in future, having access to a personal shopping super app where you can, with a text or speech prompt, search, discover, and in fact also purchase products. Our initial focus is the market in the EU and UK. Sorry, we have identified 500,000 stores where the potential is to install our technology. We have a highly competitive and differentiated offer. In fact, we tick all the right boxes for our ideal clients and their users. Our focus is a complete solution based on a holistic view of the online shopping journey. Our go-to-market channels are via inbound marketing and outbound sales. We are planning to focus on e-commerce service providers such as development agencies for them to act as multipliers to our ideal clients. We're in open free beta at the moment to drive traction. But come mid-year, we are launching 2 revenue streams. First of all, checkout transaction fees, and secondly, AI subscriptions. After having bootstrapped and raised 250K of angel funding last year, we're now ready to start scaling the business, and we're signing partners and onboarding stores as we speak. We're also developing personalization at the same time to build the basis for international growth next year. Why invest in us? 3 compelling reasons. There is a competitive gap in the marketplace. It's a huge scalable opportunity. And we're partnering with IBM to deliver GDPR compliant AI to the marketplace. We're now raising 1 million to go to the market and scale the business. Thanks very much. Let's do it.
Thank you so much, Peter. I leave everything to Ernst.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Peter. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Looks very interesting. And my first question is about the scope of your solution, because there are many tools for checkout optimization out there, and kind of cart abandon tools to keep track. And tell me a bit more about the differentiator of your company, of yappyBuy, and please.
Well, our initial focus is online checkout. And online checkout, there are several solutions out there on the marketplace. We believe, however, the combination of the suite of products that we have that not only optimize checkout, but prevent abandonment and actually provide AI tools and products directly in checkout actually differentiate us from the competition. Especially one point is quite interesting. During our online research, we found out that 16% of users actually abandoned checkout, and that is in the checkout phase, due to the lack of online support, or they could not find the right answer to their questions. And this is something we want to actually improve on with our AI chatbot.
Okay, great. Then another question about the feature of that you choose your area of interest and then like personalize the shopping experience.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing. However, what do you think about that it limits the user of like there is different kind of shopping experience. There are people who are looking, they know what they're looking for, they're targeting specific products, but they're more of like something that is more intuitive or more, I would say, more emotional or unpredictable buying experience. So you kind of limit this kind of crowd, right? Or what's the plan about this?
Well, the idea is to put you in control. If you go to Google today and you search for a product, you are reliant on what Google or any other search browser or search engine is presenting you. And we want to give users the total control. So you have the ability to set your filter to strict or less strict. And obviously, people want to discover new products and not only see exactly what they're looking for. But there are instances where people want to just find the right product without searching and without wasting time. And that is where they can then take control, set the filter to really just find and identify exactly what they're looking for.
Okay, thank you. And about you mentioned that you started the beta already.
Yes.
A free version. How is it going? How feedback are?
Well, we in fact had beta customers that we rolled out our first initial product to, and we were in a closed beta to ensure that things are really working before we launch our open beta. And in fact, we've just started our open beta. We've identified 2,000 potential customers that are qualified leads already. And these are, sorry, not customers, but rather partners that we are now in contact with, because our concept is not only to go directly to merchants and store owners, but to go through partners to multiply the messaging and obviously have access to a multiplication of potential clients. And that's who we are really focusing on now.
Okay. As far as the product integration, you're integrated with all the big platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, all these guys?
Yes, good and bad news. I'm going to give you the bad news first.
Always the bad
news. Correct. The bad news is that Shopify does not allow for third-party checkout integration. However, all the other tools that we have available, such as abandonment and obviously chat integration, etc., personalization of store, those tools will be available in Shopify. But for the rest of the available software packages out there on the marketplace, Magento, WooCommerce, Shopware, those are the packages that we are focusing on. PrestaShop, etc.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And another point about the partnership with IBM, could you elaborate more? It's interesting.
Yeah, well, we started talking to IBM last year, and obviously as a small company, we were quite surprised when they were excited to speak with us in relation with just a small sand corn. But when we presented the product and the opportunity to them, they were very interested, and they actually provided us with the opportunity of funding us with 50% of an amount that we invested in buying AI technology. So we're actually getting cash back from them as we develop our product. And they're very committed to the relationship. And we believe that once we have our product ready, that obviously they have thousands of potential clients that they will roll out our message, our product and message to, and will give us the ability to join forces.
Very interesting. Another point, and this is from, again, I'd like to finish with something from my experience, is because of this, again, it seems that you have a real differentiator. With not only, like you said, thinking about the checkout, but kind of bringing the whole 360, like starting from the personalization, then the checkout, then AI-based bot, something that like a companion that will help you, and everything, which is great. But it comes down, eventually it comes down to if you are able to prove if it's going to be a e-commerce player or agency, the differentiating that it really works. So that means that you find the way to make kind of A/B testing and show them, okay, so this is your landing page with our solution implemented versus without, then you see, you see the results and you start publishing case studies, and then you can sell it like really, really fast. There is no, no one can argue numbers. So I think that's your great selling point.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that's why we're in free open beta till the middle of this year, and basically trying to get as many merchants on board and obviously get the data that you've just spoken about.
That's great.
Thank you,
Peter.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, Erez, Peter. Peter, stay there, Erez as well. We are bringing back Will and Mars, and let me start with Mars. Mars, maximum 30 seconds convincing Erez and all the investors watching today. Your best elevator pitch. Why investing?
Yeah, so I truly believe it will be helping people with their journey. NuMe will be able to provide quick and reliable support at all stages for clients' hair restoration journey. Our app will empower people to embrace their journey and more confidently. There won't be any hesitation or a lack of what's going on during their journey. Doctors and clinics will have an app that will help them enhance their customer service and engage clients more often and effectively. Our app is in demand because we have a growing wait list of clinics that want to use our app. So NuMe will set the new industry standard and elevate the industry as a whole.
Thank you so much, Mars. Will?
Sure. As we say, never travel or stay without her. HousMthr will be the guest tool that travelers take to execute and protect, and also notify them of what could be better, or to avoid situations that might create a bumpy road during their trip, ride, or their stay. please reach out if you'd like to talk.
Thank you so much, Will. Peter.
Thank you very much, Max. So we have a highly differentiated and exciting product. Our partnership with IBM underlines that, and the fact that we have raised 250K so far. And by the way, we have a potential 500K from a state investor in Germany that is going to back us. And that's why we're raising 1 million. We're building a consortium of potential investors to back this highly differentiated and exciting product. I'd love to speak to you. Give us a ring anytime. Dankeschön.
Thank you so much, Peter. Erez, I don't know if you want to give the last feedback to or advice, recommendation to our founders before we close.
Yeah, so thank you very much for your time. I want to just in a few words, I think that the big challenge in doing startup, and you know it already by now, is that you got to be persistent with everything you do and keep doing and keep trying. On the other end, you got to be flexible, listen to the market. I think this is my advice: listen to the market, listen to the feedback, and like don't fall in love in your initial vision and that's it. Just be flexible to this. And another point is about the AI, which is like I told Max, I think I see about 600 or 700, even more startup companies in a year, and everybody is talking about AI, which is great, but we need to think about how to make this from a buzzword to a use case, to a business, and not to forget that the AI eventually is enabler for making things better, not the target of the company. And I think it's really interesting how in your companies you're going to get it integrated. I think it has a very good reason to be there. So looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great words.
Erez, we have Mikael he asking to me as well, but before, please go yourself. What do you think about having the first on the last?
About the team slide, I think it doesn't really matter, but just have it there. That's the most important. Don't forget to have it, but it really doesn't matter. If we're mentioning this, for me personally, and I know some other people in our industry, the first slide sometimes is very good to see kind of a quick brief of the status of the company, like founded, if they have a revenue, how many headcount, kind of a brief short numbers, then what they do, the problem and everything. But sometimes it gives you the first perspective once you see these numbers and situation, and it makes it easier because you don't need to guess as you go with the slides. So that's my but it's personal experience.
I mean, I'm giving my feedback. I get used to have almost 99% of the founders have the slide at the end. I think, Peter, you had at the very beginning. Probably this is why this question is coming. I mean, honestly, as Erez say, it doesn't make that much difference. You must have there, of course. Maybe if you are very, very much at the beginning, knowing who are the people who are taking the next step and are coming after with the idea and so on and so forth can help. But anyway, you must go to the last one or the previous one, and you will find the founders anyway. It must be there at the beginning or the end, both, in my opinion, are fine.
Max, if we have
now
30 more seconds, because we're talking about the presentation, and I think it's really important. I have a lot of insights, but I'm not going to spend your whole day on this. But just remember the purpose of the deck, the first deck, is just to get you to the next meeting. It's not to make the investment, because no one is going to invest based on the first presentation. So you keep it short, you keep everything there just to get you to the next meeting. So that's my opinion.
100%. Everyone can agree on this, indeed. You just need the deck for open the door for the first real meeting. Guys, thank you so much to everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always, having you. To all our audience, thank you absolutely for spending your time with us today. We've been almost an hour now. You can see our funder today, all the previous one. I think we've done 107, 108 pitch events, bringing on stage more than 400 founders. So we are very pleased with this. And you can get in our YouTube channel, you can get directly in touch with the founders. This is why we give all the details. We are not charging anything, not even a pound. So that's a complimentary service that you are very happy to give to all the founders in EquityMatch. But of course, if you come to us, we are more than willing and happy to make a warm intro. We are back again next Thursday. And meanwhile, thank you so much to everyone. Good night, good evening, depends where you are. Good afternoon, and see you next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.